Welcome to this mini tutorial on how to use the Plethora X3 to get the sounds in Christmas Time by The Darkness. Just a quick note, I haven't yet updated the firmware on this Plethora, so my interface may look slightly different to yours. And in addition, I'm not a MIDI switching guy, so there might be more sophisticated ways to achieve the same outcome. If you know how, let me know in the comments, but otherwise this is kind of a basic way to achieve all the sounds you need. In the central patch I have the Quintessence Harmony. That needs to be in the key of A for the main guitar solo. So you need to pick a number between 72 and 81. It doesn't matter which number you pick, it doesn't change the tuning as long as it says A in that corner there. The scale you'll need to set to 0 in order to have this in A major or A Ionian. The mix you can mess about with. By default I think it's around about 50%, so just see how you feel about that. And then finally, the harmony that you want, according to my ear, the best one is this, which is a third up plus 3. This has several voices and it certainly gives the Brian May-esque feel. Together, those things should sound a bit like this. Now, one thing I noticed earlier when playing quite loud was that you could kind of hear the separate voices and they didn't kind of blend as they do on the Darkness record. One thing I found that was a little bit helpful was using the mimic doubler before the Quintessence, and that then gives you the effect of multiple voices, and then that's even beefed up further by the Quintessence. One useful thing about this is that you can use the mimic doubler to give yourself a volume boost. So that means when it comes to the guitar solo, with your big feet, you switch both these on at the same time. You get the harmony, you get the doubler, and you get a volume boost. For the second part of the main guitar solo, the key switches to B major. You'll need to set the key to 100 for B, and then again for a major scale, set that to Ionian, which is 0 on here. I generally found that just the third up setting worked best for this. That should sound something a little bit like this. So there we have it. We've got the mimic doubler and the Quintessence Harmony in the key of A major, and you'll switch these on for the intro of the song and for the start of the main guitar solo. Halfway through that main guitar solo, you're going to switch into the key of B major. The worst possible thing that can happen is you leave both of these on at the same time. So, as I said, someone may know a sophisticated solution so that you can't have both of those on at the same time. Other than that, in order to have this kind of switching ability, you'll need to make sure that you can actually press 2 of these without making it switch banks. The way you set that up is to go into the main settings, go into global product settings, FSW board, and switch that off. That means that you'll only be able to change banks using this toggle here. If you wanted to, you could try this triple tap thing, but I could never do that fast enough. So anyway, there we go.